Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Okay, so what we're going to do now is going to be a quickie. We're going to change out the speaker cables. Remember how a little while ago, we changed them to the gold, silver gold alloy? Well, we're going to go back to pure silver because the silver gold alloys I sold. And so I'm going to go back to the pure silver, but now using the pure silver from the latest lot or batch of material. I've actually made these a little bit better, and I'll show you how they're done in a second. But okay, and also another thing I'm going to do now is I am going to SPL match before, if I ever switch DACs, which I'm going to do later. I will SPL match both of them, so even if they have different output gain or whatever, we'll know that we're at the same volume by virtue of the SPL that I'm measuring. So okay, so here we go. It's the first piece. This is going to be with the silver or gold alloy cables in. So that was good. That gives us a good example. I was sort of kind of giving hints as to what to listen for. What you're going to want to compare here is you're going to listen to that hi-hat tick, 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 tick that's going on. Listen to that. Listen to the reverb. Okay, so just the echo of the room, listen to that ambient sound. And then listen to when the strings are playing on that guitar. Listen to the metallicness of the strings. The shrang when you like strums it, how much of that metal do you really hear? That's where you're going to hear the difference between these two cables. So I'm going to put the pure silver in, and I'll be right back. And we're listening to Vermeer, by the way, and with no line stage. We're just going straight out of Vermeer to the crossover and then to the 2 amps. So I'll be right back. Okay, I figured I'd bring you back here and show you some things, how I do cables OCD Mikey style. Okay, so here's the ones that are coming off. These are the silver gold alloys, and they've got spades affixed. These are pure silver spades that we've had made, so that's great and all, but I don't like connectors because they just get in the way. So here's how I'm going to do the next ones. These are the ones I'll probably keep these in there, just because I know I like the leading edge. I know that I happen to like pure silver in this rig better, so I'm counting on keeping these. So I've just punched a hole in the pure silver foil, and so I can clamp down directly onto this and not have anything in the way. No solder, no anything. No, there's no interface between two pieces of metal. And then on the other half, okay, and this is, again, okay, so this is the foil, pure. I've got it folded back. This is exposed, so this is the actual spade, if you will, on these cables. This is the spade, or this is the connector, okay? There is no connector, okay? It's just foil folded back. In the middle here, I've got 3M constrained layer. It's 3M adhesive that you cut off a tape roll, and it's a vibration absorption. So that way, when this thing's in the speaker and it's vibrating a little bit, all the vibrations will be absorbed by this middle, what's in between here, which is some vibration isolation compound. Okay, so we go over to this end, okay, and this is this is a crossover that I did for the Maggies. This is kind of like a this isn't a final version. This is something that I just laid out on a board, okay? It would look much prettier if I was making it into production piece, but this is just for me to see if it works, okay? And so this would normally be on the outside of the box. This is my invention, which is this connector. This replaces the binding post, and it's just thumb screws and then aluminum plate, which is right on across here, and I'll take this whole thing off so you can see what it is. If you back this off, we take this whole piece off, you'll see that I have, see right there? Okay, so here, first let me get my hand out of the way. I got to do this. Get this off. Okay, so we pull this puppy out, and what we've got is, okay, this is the spade that's in there, right? Because these have spades, because normal people use spades. Okay, what we've got here is, this is a pure silver. It's not really a ribbon; it's thicker. It's this right here. It's just a thick ribbon. Okay, so this is really inside the speaker. Okay, so here's the back of the binding post. It threads down, and then you've got your silver comes out of here, and that's for the binding post. This has red and black, so you have two pieces of silver coming out, one here and then one down there. It's kind of, you can see, and so it's the, you know, red and black, and then we've got positive and then return, you know, down here. So if you look at this, it's like this. Here we have it on this. Okay, so it's a clamp that clamps conductor to conductor. It's not a connector per se. It's absence of a connector. Even though it looks like a connector, there is no connector. This is non-conductive. Even though this is aluminum, I have insulator on it. So, you know, and again, this is a prototype, so this would normally be maybe some other material, but it's insulated. So, and the only thing that conducts is the conductor itself. So we will take, let's see, our new ones are right over here. Okay, so we will take these beautiful things and we'll go and we will take and clamp this right inside there. So if you see, perfect silver surface area, you're going to clamp it right there. We're going to clamp it in, and that's going to give us our connection. Now, compare that to a regular binding post. You know, the regular binding post has a connector like this on it, and you get just a little smidge of surface area conducting your beautiful music is going through some little teeny-ass connection interface, but not with these. It's a big, giant surface area. There's going to be no problem with the music getting through that. So that's how I do it. That's Mikey OCD style. This will be a product with VERASTARR in this coming year. So anyways, that's what we're going to put in now. I'll go ahead and get these installed, and then we'll come back. Okay, see ya. Okay, now here we go with the pure silver. Okay, so there we have it. Go back and listen to what I mentioned, that hi-hat and some different things, and I'll bet you get a little more clarity on top there. It will really feel the difference in that when we do the comparison between Vermeer and Rockna. See, Vermeer, it has two vacuum tubes in the output stage, so it's already a little bit soft just by virtue of vacuum tubes. So when we put the Rockna on, that's where you're going to hear some serious leading edge on that. I'll use the same music. I'm going to do that. I'll follow up with it after this. Okay, so that's it for this one. That was comparing the two cables. It's the metal types. All right, see you guys soon.